Okay, let's start the video. Tonight is the Mega. Nobody won. And so it's going to be a very long line for people who are buying ticket, because a lot of people are going to buy the tickets. So you got to make sure you buy them not late, because somebody's going to win this week. My bet, if it's not Tuesday, it's got to be Friday. One of those games is going to get hit in any of the states that has the Mega Millions. I don't think U.S. Virgin Islands is going to hit that jackpot, or District of Columbia, but they did somehow hit $1 million the other time. I was surprised at that, but he has a win ticket, matched the 11 on the Mega Ball, and he matched the 02. That's the code, and the 35 code. You gotta find the code. You gotta find the pair. You find the Pentagon pair, you're gonna hit that jackpot. So close in finding the Pentagon pair. The 2 and the 35 was one of the pair for last draw. So again, same thing here. 35 and 2 Pentagon pair, and caught the Mega Ball 11. So again, not hard to catch the number. And here's the jackpot. The number that was drawn last: 19, 26, 31, 52, and 68. So those numbers was the draw before, was around Tuesday's draw. So again, it jumped from the 10 Mega Ball to 11. You see how they're doing it. So don't think it won't go up 1 or go down 1. After a 10, it can go 9 or 11. Don't think that it cannot go that way. It could well go that way, because you can see the 10s has been drawn. So again, 10 back to back 2 times. You can see how the 10s and the 17 got drawn back to back. So you can see it, 17 and 10 got drawn a lot of times also. So basically, you can see start from 608. If you start from 608 on the Mega Ball, it was 19, and it has some 20s, but there's no single digit Mega Ball. So you can see they don't want to drop lower than 10 for the Mega Ball. So if you go against the streak right here, you can go 1 to 9 Mega Ball, you probably will not hit that jackpot tonight. I'm telling you that, you probably will not hit the jackpot. It might come tonight, the 1 to 9 might come tonight for the Mega Ball. But if you go against streak, you're not going to win. Remember, if you go to play any roulette, you can go 20 reds and still go red, and still not go red, and still not go black. It might go green, but not going to go black. That's how it works. Same thing. Don't want to go against streak. You have a better chance if you go 20 red to go with the streak. It might go black. If you go black, it'll go black one of those draws. It cannot keep going red, but it takes a long time to do that, because it's a streak. Once you see a streak, it's hard to go black right away. So that's why I'm telling you, do not go against streak. And again, the Mega Million now will be 166. It's dropped now, because you can see no second prize. They pulled hot draw last draw. No second prize. No second prize. Mega Million is now 179 million. So we're going to change that Mega Million to 179 million. And also, keep sending me those winning tickets on pick 3 and pick 4. Also, if you have one, sorry about that, lost the image. So we're going to keep going back to the Mega Man Dster for this week. Let's look at the Mega Man Dster. Let's look at the breakdown, to break down the Mega Man Dster this week. So you got to stay awake for a new slide here. I don't need a pause new slide, because I have an image in between. So I'm going to paste the slide here. I'm going to break it down even further down, because the only way to win is break down even further down than what I already have. So again, we're going to break down further down. We're going to 8. So about that, 8824. I keep messing up, sorry about that, to 4. So let's break it down, either thing down, because, why? Because, let's try, to choose numbers just left and right, no diagonal. And let's see how it works by choosing number only left to right, right to left, because a lot of numbers did come from left to right, right to left. As you can see, 1, 21, 22. Were from left to right. 1, 21, 22. So I'm going to break it down even further to see how it works, because a lot of numbers, you can see you choose 21 up and down or diagonal, but numbers were left to right mostly also, right? Am I correct? So we have 21, we have 20, with 01 left to right, right to left, and we have 22 left and left to right, right to left from that game that was drawn. I think that game that was drawn was from Powerball. So if you look at a Powerball drawing for the last 2 draw, I'm not even joking. That one from last game, that 1, 21, 22 were from left to right, right to left, and then 34 and 47. And let's look at 34, 47 for the last game. You see a 4, only the 34 was diagonal, and then 47 was diagonal, but 3 numbers were from left to right, right to left, and then the 04 with the 04 ball were also diagonal, but 3 numbers were from left to right, right to left. That's key in focusing left to right, right to left numbers first. So start with the quadrant 1, left to right, right to left. So quadrant 1 we have these numbers. So 8824. So you might want to think about 28, 42, 24. So left to right, right to left numbers. Now I'm gonna remove the stars, and let's look at line 2 from quadrant 1. Line 2 from quadrant 1, we have 928. Copy it down. 928 4. So 9284, we have these numbers, left to right, right to left numbers. From quadrant 2, we have 29. We don't have 92 as a matrix. We have 28. We have 48. So 29, 28, and 48. So you might want to think about those numbers for quadrant 1, line number 2. So let's not go diagonal numbers first. Let's focus on the left to right, right to left numbers. So again, key in hitting that jackpot is left to right, right to left numbers. So copy some of that. You gotta copy it down correctly. If you copy it down correctly, promise you're gonna hit that jackpot, because last 2 games for Powerball, all numbers were inside the quadrant 1 and 3. No blue box numbers were needed. So if you count numbers in quadrant 1 and 2 minus the breakdown of those non-playable numbers, matrix will downsize by a lot of numbers. All you need to do is play $100, $200. That's 100 lines. Boom. You can easily get your money back. You might have a chance to get more money because all the numbers are in that quadrant. So now, copy it down to quadrant 2 numbers. So I'm going to change the title to week 1 of August, because it's August. Week 1 of August. So week 1 of August. And then that only way you can win is 1 of August. Quadrant 2. Quadrant 2, we're going to do it all in one because there's no two numbers in the first line. So yeah, no number in the first line. So I'm gonna have to do a 2, 1, 5. For now, let's do a 2, 1, 5 for quadrant number 2. Two, 1, 5. So you might want to think about left and right numbers only 15 and 51. We're not going to use this 02 because we're focusing on left and right numbers 15 and 51. So you might want to think about that number in quadrant 2. So let's move on to quadrant 3. So here's quadrant 3 numbers. Let's just get started on quadrant 3 numbers. So we're gonna do August, week 1, August. So week 1, August of what? August, the first week. So August, first week, quadrant 3. So I'm gonna move these line out because you can see a lot of numbers did like quadrant 3. But quadrant 3, you gotta know, break it down to even more. So only way to win is to break it down to even more. So quadrant 3 numbers are 9, 7, 4, 8. 9, 7, 4, 8. So I'm gonna move these X out. Only way to hit is to know which one will hit. 9, 7, 4, 8. So your numbers are 48, 47, 48 and 47. So 48 and 47 as your key decisive winning number. 48 and 47, two numbers in quadrant 3, 9, 1. So 48 and 47, you got no other choice. Think about those two numbers. Think about it because those are two numbers you have to force yourself to play if you play that line 1 right there because 47 that came for Powerball didn't come for Mega Man. I don't think it come for Mega Man, so you gotta force yourself right there. So again, let's look at line number 2 right now. So I'm gonna break it down further. I'm gonna copy those numbers down. We're gonna X it out. Now you can even break it down to even further down, but I'm not gonna do that on this week. Maybe do that on the next week. So 102, 3, 5. 102, 3, 5. So 102, 3, 5. You can see it. Number you can choose from left to right. You have 10, we have 1, you have 2, you have 20, you have 23, you have 32, you have 35, you have 53. So there we have it. Those numbers you can choose from left to right. Think about that. Because if that 01 came for Powerball, didn't necessarily come from the red ball yet. It came for the right ball. It didn't come for the red ball yet. I don't think so. But I can double check right now. Yeah, it can come from the white ball. It didn't come from the red ball. Yeah, you see it. So don't think that 01, this 01 or 10 got drawn for the white ball or the red ball. It won't get reused. It can get reused. So the 10 they get drawn on Powerball. You see it? For the red ball and the 1 they get drawn on the white ball. So what didn't get drawn? The 10 they get drawn for the white ball, and that 1 didn't get drawn for the red ball. So you gotta remember that. So even though this slot is used to play out those two numbers, the red ball and the white ball, it can still go for the red ball and white ball on the other number that didn't come out. So for instance, if 1 come out for the white ball, didn't come out from the red ball, so it can be used for the red ball. 10 came out for the red ball, didn't come up for the white ball, that 10 could be used for the white ball. So these corner probably cannot use for the same, probably you won't want to use for the same balls, the white balls, but you can use these corners for the red ball. So you got to think it strategically what you can do and what you cannot do. So you cannot rule out the corner entirely, but individually, yes. For the white ball, for the red ball, can do that. And the whole title come out for that, it can still come out for the other ball. So now let's move on to quadrant 4. Quadrant 4 is going to be a little bit tricky because quadrant 4 did not hit last draw. So since did not hit last draw, 2 draw for Powerball, this somehow hit one for Mega Man about 1. That's why it's called a little bit tricky, because it still have a lot of digits. These 3 quadrant has more digit than quadrant 2 has entirely, and the most digit that the quadrant one of the quadrant had is quadrant 3. But these 2 quadrants are very tricky, especially quadrant 4. So you got to pay attention to quadrant 4. Quadrant 4 is also a decisive game in hitting the jackpot. Possibly quadrant 3 is your key of hitting that jackpot. We have seen proven of time quadrant 3. You still need to break down to narrow down number. If you break down, you narrow those numbers down, you're gonna hit that jackpot. I guarantee you're gonna hit it. One of you are gonna hit it. 360. So again, week 1, quadrant 4. Break down even further. Further down, quadrant 4. You can see 360. The number you can choose from are 36, 63, 60, and 06. So you gotta watch out for those 3 numbers. So the 4 numbers, if you pick diagonal, you're gonna increase your numbers range. So let's try picking number from left to right. See how much number you can downsize just by picking left to right. If you pick up and down and diagonals, you're gonna increase your number. So now let's do left and right. I want to test out 1 week, see how it goes. You can still, when you put all these 9 together, you can still use the entire distance from picking diagonal and left to right. I didn't say you cannot do that. You can still do that. But I'm just saying, how many number have you limited just from picking left to right? A lot of number. You can downsize the distance even more by doing that as well. If you think it's not going to go diagonal or up and down, you got to follow these patterns also. That's why Dster quadrant system is the key of hitting that jackpot. You're going to get yourself and retire with that jackpot. You can hit both games. Who say you can hit both games? There's no history of draws that person has hit both games, like back to back. But maybe you'll be the first one to do it. Let's do 7 to. If there's any mistake, I'm gonna update you on the next video on the Dster, because I have a sloppy handwriting. So again, I'm copying off the paper. 72. Don't have the matrix. Back then, the Mega Man has 72. They changed the matrix. Now it's only up to 70. So it's going to be only 27, 28, and 18. 3 numbers in quadrant 4 of last night. 72 is not out. 27, 28, and 18. So again, yeah, you can pick left to right. So you got to watch out for these in between quadrant numbers from this to this. So from here to here is 57. From here to here, you can see it. From here to here is 38, because there's no 83. And from here to here is 14 or 41. And from here to here is 24 and 42. So you got to worry about these in between quadrant numbers, even though you're picking left and right. Don't forget about these 2 in between quadrant numbers. You have a lot. You have 1, 2, 4 rows of in between quadrant numbers. That can go up to 8 in between quadrant numbers. So you got to remember to do that. Counting the in between quadrant number from left to right also. Now if this works, good. If it doesn't work, let's try up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. See what will happen if you have numbers up and down. So left to right, I would say is the safest way, because last draw 3 numbers come from left to right. So if you like the video, do subscribe, share, and like my video. And email me for any game prediction at hyper_Dster@yahoo.com. Share and like my video. And thanks for subscribing.